What's going on, everybody? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. As you can see, VIVOSUN grow tent, and we have some mining rigs inside. Those have been running perfectly fine. So 93 degrees inside this grow tent. You guys might notice that I turned the rigs. They're actually facing me now. Server PSU is blowing backwards. So last night I noticed this rig shut off. And I came down here, it wasn't really that hot in the tent, turned it back on, and I stayed down here to watch it. And this actually got closer to 100 degrees inside this tent, but it's because this server PSU right here, as you guys can hear, it's whining quite a bit because it's hot. The blower was going straight out, which means it was going straight to this wall, and it was hitting here. The other thing that was the issue, the fan is pulling such a negative pressure inside this grow tent that it sucks in the sides. So unfortunately, there's a lot of flex in this material, and when you have a negative pressure, it sucks the outside of the tent in towards the rigs. So literally right after I shut this, a few minutes after I finished recording yesterday's video, this card right here, I looked in HiveOS. This is before the shutdown of the entire rig. This card was like 74 degrees or something, and it showed the little fire emoji inside HiveOS, and I was like, oh no, what's going on? It's because this sucked in so close. It was literally like an inch away from this card, and it was just choking it. It could not breathe. So I ended up putting something like a block of wood or whatever I had, I think it was like a box or something, right here to push the side of the tent off. And I was like, okay, it should be good. And it ran for hours, totally fine, no issues, right? Until, again, like I said, it shut down. And I was like, well, something else is going on. Then I realized the server PSU was the issue. The bottom one has never been an issue because that is right near that actual air intake down there. So I think that has a lot to do with that one not overheating. But yeah, so I had to turn the rigs. So plan with this mini grow tent, I am not gonna be doing them like this. Like I said, doing 3 in a row and then 3 more. I'm gonna do 2 and 2. So I think 4 rigs is gonna be the total inside this tent. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the network switch and the PDU inside there. I might end up taking those out. I am not entirely sure. This right here, now we know 2 rigs around 93 degrees, pretty steady in this fashion, sucking in air from the basement and exhausting it right through that 6-inch. As you can see right here, I actually just received from Amazon this 8-inch ductwork right here and this 8-inch exhaust fan. So I want to open this up. I want to see what it looks like. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to install it today. I kind of want to let this ride for another day. I want it to be stable for an entire day. That's my goal, because if it's stable for an entire day, that means the 6-inch fan is working fine in this application for 25 GPUs, and that's pretty impressive in my mind anyways. I could do a little bit better managing right here. I could actually pull this rig over into the center a little more. You know what, I'll do that. I'll actually center this up a little more properly, and I'll either turn the PDU on its side or something along those lines. I'll figure it out. I don't know if that server PSU is loud to you guys, but it's super annoying to me, so I just had to shut that. Let's open this and see what it looks like. So it says, please open carefully. Returns will only be accepted in original packaging. So that's kind of funny. Hopefully this works. We don't have to return it. To be honest, from you guys in the comments, I have actually read a lot of good things for the 8-inch. This is like a 720 or so CFM, and the one that's actually up there does like high 300s to 400 CFM. So I'm kind of excited to see how much better this one does. All right, let me pull this out of here. Give me a second. This is great, look at this thing. It's a Vivo Home 8-inch inline tube fan. It's got that pretty red fan inside here. This thing's funny. It kind of looks like, you remember the monkeys in a barrel? That's exactly what this looks like. It's kind of funny. So I'm gonna take this guy out actually. Jeez, that was ridiculous. All right. Anyways, let me open this thing. I just want to see. I want to see how much bigger this actually looks. Is it me or does it look like this one means business? Man, I'm kind of intimidated by the negative pressure this thing has the potential to pull. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like this is already caving in pretty good. It's like, it's literally in like 2 inches or so in the center. And this thing's like as tight as I can get it. I don't know if there's like adjustments or something, but I think it's pretty tight. But yeah, this thing literally, it's like, it should be like right here where my hand is. And it's like a couple inches like sucked in, you know what I mean? And it has more play, if you could tell. So like, see that thermometer? I can like go in there and touch it. It has that much play. And if it has that much play, I don't know if it's going to be affected by the bigger fan. I mean, obviously I can open another intake, but even with 2 intakes, double that power, I mean, it should theoretically even out, right? If I'm doubling it and I'm doubling the intake, it should be about the same amount of negative pressure, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. But I think the right choice is to honestly let this ride for another 24 hours. And then we will jump into putting this guy in. All right, so I just moved everything back over to the right a little bit. I shoved like the frame more or less right against this actual PDU, and the PDU's against the rail down there. So I think this is good. I mean, there's plenty of room over here. There's a little more room over here, but whatever. I would rather the crosswind cut across into the exhaust pipe anyways. Yeah, so real quick, looking at this fan, there's actually a nice flush mount bracket. I like this way better than the 6-inch, and I'm gonna tell you why. This being accessible to remove, like you literally, as you can see, you just screw this to the wall, and then this fan right here, you just push it in, and it clicks. It just clicks right in. Now, ready for this? That one versus this one that is literally like riveted onto the plastic housing. So you have to take off this hose clamp and the one right below it, take out the center fan piece with the cord on it, screw that to the wall, and then put the fan piece back in. Like that, it's such a pain in the butt, because then lining up those hose clamps and tightening them are just terrible. They're just like, I don't know. This is not a nice design, I guess. I'm not really like, it's not user-friendly, let's put it that way. I mean, sure, it's like a good design, but user-friendly, it's a pain in the butt. This all day, 100%, I would take this style flush mount and push to click over the other one. But I mean, yeah, those push pins are so cool. And I was actually just having one other thought, thinking about the air intake. I'm looking down here at my frame. I know you guys can't see it, but there is definitely dust right here. It's not much, but it's dust that I can see, and if I could see it, that's a problem. I am shocked that much is coming through that screen. That thing is so fine, I can't even explain it. It's probably hard to see, but that means I need to block that, and I need to feed the intake into one of those. The good thing about having this 6-inch tubing that I'm gonna take out eventually for the 8-inch, I can put a inline filter and just put the fan maybe before the filter and pulling it through the filter. That's probably gonna be the way I'll do it. I'll do that on the bottom left side with the 8-inch exhausting. It'll be feeding enough air, and then I could always add to the back of the filter over to this window and just kind of suck the cold air in and down to the grow tent. So that's gonna be the plan in the future if things don't pan out with the heat. And then eventually in the next upcoming days, again, sorry, kids' playroom over there. So I gotta build a wall, okay, behind this like water tank that I have for my sprinkler system, right here, more or less, all the way across and up the wall. So it's just kind of like a little, you know, workshop area. So the grow tent that I'm trying to get, the side-by-side, is like 80 inches tall if I'm not mistaken, and it has a tube out the left side top. So if I have it facing this way, like I'm looking at the doors, the vent, I can have it go straight out. I'm assuming it has ports on all sides, but I'm gonna have it going straight out the left-hand side, and down in the bottom right where all this crap is right here, I'm gonna run a 6-inch tube from the bottom up to the window and suck the cold air out of there eventually. Also, real quick, I wanted to give a big thank you to all of you guys for being awesome supporters and just awesome people in this community. The amount of you that actually hit that like button, engage in the chat, leave comments, become VIPs, join Discord, Misfit Mining. Like, I literally never thought a year and a half ago when I created Misfit Mining that it would ever be something that it is today. It just blows my mind every day. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys because you deserve it. You guys make the place. It is a toxic-free environment. Like, literally, if you're in there, we all look at each other as family. We're all there to help each other out, so please feel free to join. It's catered to new people and ask questions. That's what we want. Also, don't forget, Saturday Night Live, Misfit Mining, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We do go live with a bunch of us, Mr. Max Voltage, Tech Shinji, Teaspoon Miner. We're all there hanging out. So if you guys have any questions, newbies, please join. Feel free to ask. Don't be shy. Everybody starts somewhere, and we're more than willing to help you guys. Misfit Mining Discord also, link in the description. Go check it out. But I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Hopefully you're excited about this grow tent series because, man, this is like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool to me. I'm happy to have my rigs back at my location because them being so far away, every time I needed to do something was just a pain in the butt. And I can't wait to put that 8-inch fan in. So, guys, please stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.